Next, let's add a roof to our house. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the PDF off. We've used all of the information that we need to from that. So now we just have our walls, windows, and doors that we've drawn. In order to create the roof, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that original polygon shape that I used to make my walls, and then I'm going to come up to the landmark menu, the architectural submenu, and I'm going to come up here to create roof. It's going to launch this create roof dialog box for me. There are a lot of different fields up here, but there are only a few that you really need to pay attention to. The first one is right here for roof pitch. 30 is kind of a high roof pitch. I'm going to lower that to 20, but you can kind of play around with that a little bit. The bearing height, you can see over here from the diagram, the bearing height is the height of your walls. And so when we created our walls, we did 9-foot tall walls, so I'm going to change that. Next, we have the eave overhang. So that is the distance of the eave. I'm going to say like 2 feet. That seems pretty standard, so we'll go ahead and use that. And then down here at the bottom, we want to make sure that Retain Original Objects is selected. Otherwise, it will delete our polygon shape. So go ahead and click OK. And now from top plan view, you can see that there's a roof. Let's take a look at it using the flyover tool. And now our house has a roof. In the previous example, I demonstrated how to create a roof based on a polygon. Select the polygon or other 2D geometry, go to the Landmark menu, Architectural submenu, and select Create Roof command. Roofs can also be created from walls. If you select one wall, then go to the Edit menu, there's a Select Connected Objects command. This will select all joined walls. Then it's the same steps as before. Go to the Landmark menu, Architectural submenu, and select the Create Roof command. Creating the roof from walls has the added benefit that the bearing inset is automatically set according to wall height. And let's say that this roof is not accurate and we'd like to make a few modifications to it. For example, the style of the roof that you're looking at right now is called a hip roof, but we can go ahead and change this hip profile to something called a gable roof. To do that, let's go back in from top plan view. And once you're in top plan view and the roof is selected, you can actually see that there are all of these blue handles or vertices. And so if we click on any of those, it's going to open up a new dialog box for us. And we can edit our roof settings from here. The one that you're going to want to change is the roof edge shape. We're going to change that from being an eave to a gable. And there are other figures over here that you can play around with if you need to change those as well. Click OK. And then you can see it got rid of that hip. So let's take a look at that in 3D. And so now I have a gable roof here where the garage door is. To add the wall to the gable, select the wall that is below that gable, and then come up to the Landmark menu, then go to Architectural, and then click on Fit Walls to Objects. Once there, you're going to select Constrain Tops of Selected Walls to Objects, and then you need to tell it what layer that object lives on. And so when I drew my roof, I just left the roof on the same layer as my walls, which is on the Create Objects from Shape. Click OK. And then it fills in that hole that it left from creating the gable roof.